We wanted something, again, something that people would remember, like a bit of a quirk, and we wanted to have an intercom of some sort so that people could speak to us. Particularly, I mean, as for, I guess just for the reason that if we're really busy, it's much quicker to have an intercom. Obviously, you have to go all the way up the stairs. We wanted to build something around it that it wasn't just like clearly a modern intercom. The idea is that outside is normality, and then inside is Redlight. We wanted outside to be 2015 and inside to be maybe 1950. I think it certainly puts some people off when, not permanently, but when, for example, if a large group of people come to the door and one of them has heard of us, and they're bringing some friends who haven't, when they get to the place, they sometimes think their friends are playing a trick on them. It really spins people out. Not everyone, but some people are really quite sort of shocked or confused, and then when they actually come into the bar and come down the stairs and see that it isn't actually a brothel, and that it's not some sort of trick, and they're actually here for a nice drink with their friends, and it's fine. Never put any real investment in outside. We wanted it to look a little bit sort of scabby and a little bit like beaten, so that once you were inside, that the bar contrasted so much with the entrance. The joy of having a closed door in a bar is that you don't need a bouncer, because the door is almost acts as the bouncer, which is great, because I'm not saying that all places are like this, but quite often having security can automatically create an air of sort of tension, maybe even sort of lend towards violence a little bit. I think it can make a place seem a bit menacing, which puts people on edge right at the beginning. And it's nice to be able to avoid that. It's Bristol, it's a very laid-back city, and I don't really want to run a bar like that. I think that's uptight and just a little bit unfriendly from the offset. I think Bristol is really supportive of small businesses. It's got a really thriving art scene. People are always happy to. Bristol's basically a city of, like, I think marketing term is early adopters, and it's a city of people that are willing to try new things at the drop of a hat, and they like quirky things. Like, they're not put off by strange new ideas. If anything, they're kind of lots of Bristolians are always looking for the next sort of interesting thing. And so it was naturally, like, for us, it was naturally the city that would support an interesting bar like here. And we wanted to have something in Bristol. Wanted an environment in Bristol, in central Bristol, where you could get a really, really good drink in like a slightly unique but really comfortable environment. And that was I guess our inspiration for opening Redlight. I think that it's taken off in Bristol. Probably, I'm not really sure why it's taken off. So I mean, there's quite a lot of the good cocktail bars are hidden away. I'm not sure if it's because the centre can be quite sort of messy, quite a bit fighty on the weekends, and whether there's like a backlash of people who want to go somewhere different to that, somewhere where they can relax out of the war zone. It's not that bad, but and I think it goes back to the people in Bristol being really open to new ideas and wanting to try something different, which has ironically meant that loads of the bars are quite secretive now. It definitely has. The Bristol bar scene's got quite famous for all the cocktail bars being like this, sort of tucked away, cubby holes, secretive, closed door, and I don't know why it's taken off so much, but yeah, it is quite. The bar scene in Bristol is now synonymous with secretive bars. Yeah, good questions though. It's quite an interesting concept, so people tend to want to come and ask us about it. But you ask some quite succinct questions, which is good.